And so just stepping further down the tree, again, I want to keep this briefer than I did on the rainbow board. It is a whole lot of the same stuff, but just briefly looking through the remaining nodes on the flop after the raise. Again, you see a very similar response from the button, almost all just calling. In this case, the small 3-bet has dropped out, and it's just a tiny bit of shoving, really centered around exactly Jack-8 for value, and then certain flush draw hands, mainly pair and flush draw, and then also, I'm assuming this is Queen 10 of spades. Yeah, the other Queen 10 is not playing aggressively. That would be a bit much with Queen 10 no flush draw. After a fold, again, kind of the same thing here. The big blind is continuing mainly by calling, but a medium amount of aggression here. It's possible that if I reran this with an intermediate size that actually prefers, an R75 or an R100 rather than an all-in, but I think this gets the gist of it anyhow. And maybe this is just what you want, is all in with, primarily 2 pairs and sets and powerful semi-bluffs. And stepping back to the call and back on the big blind. All of the same changes. The continue frequency is about the same as it was in the rainbow case, but once again here now we have all-ins rather than small sizes. And I guess just looking quickly at the response to all-in, the stack-off thresholds, after all-in at this node, no top pair is calling. Some overpairs are calling. I am assuming it is a lot of calling with spades and no calling without. And some spade hands even are still folding. And then pair and flush draw, or the better not flush draws, are also calling, as are 10-9 and Queen-9 flush draws. And after a fold here, somewhat similar stuff, except a bit looser. Now we get some calling with top pair and pure calling with overpairs. No real surprises there. I guess I had skipped over this line, again with the all-in in the heads-up line. A bunch of folding with top pair, no folding over pairs, calling all the things you would expect. Stepping back to the very infrequent all-in, this all-in here from the button. The big blind, is calling only 6% of the time here. You need a set, or not even every 2 pair to this action gets to call. And then with the flush draws, nut flush draws are folding. You are calling only the better pair and flush draw or straight draw plus flush draw combos. Virtually nothing is calling here. And after a fold, now the opener, again, calling most of the over pairs, all the 2 pair or better, some of the top pair. No real surprises here. Very, very tight ranges to stack off immediately on the flop. These are not frequent lines. As you saw, you need quite a strong hand to be shoving in the first place from each of these players, so naturally the call ranges are also quite strong.